Did Mozart love the flute?
No, he hated the flute, and I tell you, if I was him, I would have hated it too, because what he had for flute was a Baroque flute with a couple more keys, perhaps, and the intonation had not been changed. So you would arrive at an orchestra, and they would have to tune up, and the flute might be a bit flat or even a bit sharp, the other way of the A, and they couldn't do anything about it because things weren't standardized. So usually the intonation on the flute, I think, was what got in Mozart's ear the most. Besides that skirmish he had with that guy from Holland who commissioned the flute concertos and made Mozart write another concerto because he didn't like the first one.
Or he couldn't play it?
Well, both, probably. I mean, he probably had no taste at all in music, but he thought, as a diplomat, he played the flute and thought, we'll get this fellow Mozart to compose a concerto for us. And he wrote the flute and harp concerto for that guy and his daughter. And that's fiendishly difficult on the harp.
Yeah.
So I hope his daughter played the harp better than he played the flute. But get back to Mozart, I mean, it would spoil a woodwind section, a badly tuned flute. And of course it didn't have a projection that the oboes and bassoons would have had.
And de Jong was not such a great flute player, as far as we know, the Dutchman?
I don't know. There's no reports on him playing the flute. I don't believe there are any even reports on his ability as a diplomat.
So the second flute concerto was originally an oboe concerto.
That's what they tell me, but I've never seen the score.
Yeah.
And as they say, seeing is believing. So until they show me the score. But I tell you something, there probably did exist the oboe thing, and Mozart did arrange it. And the fact that the score doesn't exist, or I don't know, I've never seen it, doesn't matter, because the arrangement that Mozart made for the flute is sensational. You see, he had a very good oboe player. I don't know who it was, but this guy had a very good sense of rhythm, because in the oboe quartet, Mozart writes 4/6, I believe. I'll have everybody writing in about this. But he plays around with the rhythm while the quartet is playing in a 6/8, a 6/4. He's playing in 4/4, that sort of thing. And in the oboe concerto, for example, there's one lick that goes like this. Excuse my singing. It goes like this. Whereas the flute concerto just goes. I'm ready for the opera. They just need to call me.